Alrighty, let's do this.
The best thing about defeating Triple H at WrestleMania 30 is the spot it granted me in its main event later that night, a full 11 years before I'd actually see that dream fulfilled. The worst part? I'd be entering battle at less than 100% against Randy Orton and Batista. Great. Batista had won the 2014 Royal Rumble, locking him into a match with WWE World Heavyweight Champion and my old pal, the Viper himself, Randy Orton. But my match with Triple H came with that added stipulation where the winner would join the match and make it a triple threat. This time, though, I'm going to let you choose who you want to control. Would Randy Orton have walked out of his matchup still on top? Would Batista unleash the animal within for another dominant victory? Or would that kid from Chicago shock the world and win 2 matches at WrestleMania against 3 of WWE's most dominant and imposing figures? I don't know for sure what will happen, but I do know what I'd like to see. Well, what is it that you want to see when CM Punk takes on Randy Orton and Batista in the main event of WrestleMania 30?
The following contest is a triple threat match and is for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
The Apex Predator, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, Randy Orton.
Introducing the champion from St. Louis, Missouri, weighing in at 245 pounds. He is the WWE World Heavyweight Champion, the Viper, Randy Orton.
Orton has been at the absolute top of his game lately, but even that might not be enough in a triple threat match against Batista and CM Punk.
But a wounded CM Punk who has already competed tonight. Still, that's a lot of variables on the grandest stage of them all for a champion trying to keep a hold of his title.
I'm sure Orton has no intention of losing tonight. A menacing look on the face of the Viper, Randy Orton. The winner of the 2014 Royal Rumble, Batista.
And introducing the challenger from Washington, D.C., weighing in at 290 pounds, the Animal, Batista.
Batista fought hard to earn this opportunity to get his shot at the WWE World Heavyweight Championship.
but I'm sure he'd much rather this match have remained one-on-one. The presence of CM Punk is sure to complicate things for the animal.
In Batista's mind, a worn-down CM Punk might not count as much of a legitimate threat.
You can see the savagery bubbling beneath the surface inside Batista. This man is ready to go.
Orton is a man Batista knows very well, going back to when they ran together in Evolution. CM Punk, meanwhile, is the X Factor.
You've got to be ready for anything here in WWE, and WrestleMania is no exception.
A man who had to battle his way into this main event against Triple H earlier tonight. The Second City Saint, CM Punk.
And introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk.
You have to admire the guts of CM Punk to take on this challenge and keep putting one foot in front of the other, heading towards that ring.
I'm surprised we're not admiring the guts of CM Punk, because they are hanging out of his body after that match against Triple H. This has been a long, hard night for CM Punk already.
And it doesn't get any easier with Batista and Randy Orton standing in his way. Beating Triple H was WrestleMania miracle number 1. For CM Punk to take home the title tonight, he'll need a second miracle.
And a little help from the WWE Universe to cheer him on in the meantime. Time to play spoiler, CM Punk.
This isn't what Batista or Orton wanted. They were hoping this title match would be an Evolution reunion. Instead, CM Punk is playing spoiler in this triple threat.
And that's exactly why this WrestleMania crowd is on the edge of their seats. We expect the unexpected, but no one thought CM Punk would make it all the way here tonight.
Now Punk just has to finish the job. But Orton and Batista stand in his way with championship ambitions of their own.
Letting out every ounce of frustration and rage, and then some.
And after what CM Punk had to fight through earlier tonight, he can't possibly be in the best shape for this triple threat. Orton and Batista were fully aware of that fact.
Absolutely. Trust me, they watched Punk's match earlier. They know everything that is hurting on CM Punk right now. There is blood in the water.
You're talking about the heart of the Second City Saint, though. The chance to become the champion outweighs any lingering pain.
Ooh, into the chair.
Absolutely impaled on that chair. I can't imagine they're okay after that.
Back suplex.
I honestly can't believe we just saw a human being tossed like that.
You know, Batista and Orton were complaining for a couple of weeks that this match was going to be a triple threat, that they were really promised a one-on-one match.
Not only that, Michael Cole, we have been robbed of an Evolution WrestleMania main event.
Oh, brother, what a pity.
Truly, Cole, CM Punk has ruined what could have been 3 little cockiness here from Punk.
Batista checking under the ring now for God knows what.
And grabbing the good old kendo stick here.
Spin kick to the midsection. Randy, there it is. He could end it here. Stopping the pin.
Timely intervention.
Oh, what a quick answer. Oh, kendo stick right to the head. And now the prime target is Batista, the 6-time world champion. Totally helpless at the moment. Driving face first. And that was a precisely measured attack.
Sheesh, that's going to leave a mark.
Orton outfought him there. On a well-placed calf kick there.
Batista turns it around.
Now shoulders down.
Here we go. I can't believe the ref didn't get two here. Put in the corner now.
Big elbow. You cannot look at Randy Orton without saying, wow, that is the face of WWE. Put that face on the cover of the programs and those lovely little collector cups.
Polar opposite feelings at WWE headquarters when it comes to CM Punk. But if Punk can pull out the miracle tonight, he would become undeniable.
There's a reason why Stephanie and Triple H have made Orton the face of WWE. As our good friend JBL would say, if you build a sports entertainer from the ground up, it was launching through the air and connects.
Fueled by emotion, doing whatever it takes to take out the competition.
Indy counters. Slam! And a big question coming into tonight. Was Arby going to see the animal of old? Will Batista look like a dominating force?
You don't win the Royal Rumble by accident, Cole. Batista said he came back for one thing, to become champion. He doesn't care what anybody thinks about him. He doesn't want to be cheered. He doesn't care. It's all about the title.
The animal is certainly still in Big Dave, and he's still upset with this not being a one-on-one contest, but he will take every advantage of the triple threat rules.
Orton with a Fez press, rapid fire right hands.
Sliding back into the ring. And a drop kick. Picture perfect.
And I've been saying this in the lead up to WrestleMania. The Viper has been lying in wait, and it would be a big mistake to underestimate the champion.
That's a good point, Wade. It's funny, over the past couple of weeks with the stuff going on with Triple H and CM Punk and Batista getting in Stephanie's face, Randy Orton in many ways has almost become an afterthought.
It's hard to believe the WWE World Heavyweight Champion is an afterthought. But you guys are right. He's making his intentions known to everyone in the arena.
He wriggles out of the danger zone there.
He's leaving the ring now. No countouts to worry about.
Avoided any damage there.
Any two of these competitors is a recipe for a classic, but all three, this is incredible.
Batista, Orton, and Punk each giving their all in that ring.
And now Batista's being dismantled. And here we go. Locked in. It's locked in. And here we go. Locked in. Crossover again. Just slipped underneath. And just like that, he's out of the hold. Bad position for Punk.
Snapped with a devastating maneuver.
Can Batista fight back from this? Does he still have the animal in him?
He goes back into the ring here. Looking to get airborne here. From the top. Double axe handle connects. Attempting high-risk move after high-risk move at a breakneck pace.
What a rough landing for Batista.
Perched up top. Good Lord, taking flight.
There was no sense in that. It was all adrenaline.
He's looking to take things to the outside now. Boom, what a punch. Gets lifted into position.
Oh, my.
And he comes in under the ropes now. He's headed out to the ringside area. Jumping neck breaker. Ouch.
Orton is firing up, no doubt about it. Oof.
Turns that back on CM Punk. Not so fast. Hurricanrana.
And this one is coming down to whose body can hang on the longest.
They're all
Punk's had enough. He's looking to end this here. Go to sleep.
The challenger might have what it takes to win this.
Mind games in full effect from the Apex Predator.
Oh, right to the throat. Great move.
From the top rope. And now he's taking the time to show a complete lack of sportsmanship. CM Punk hoists his opponent. Go to sleep. Pivotal moment. We could have it.
Uh-oh, sweet dreams coming.
Nails the GTS. The challenger is not holding back. He's done it. CM Punk with a major upset here against Orton and Batista.
And that's all she wrote.
WWE World Heavyweight Champion, CM Punk.
The Second City Saint is marching on Bourbon Street.
I'll say, Punk started his night by beating Triple H and has now ended it with a triumphant victory over Randy Orton and Batista. The road to the title does not get much harder than that.
Closing out WrestleMania 30 by appearing in my first ever WrestleMania main event. It's a hell of a start to this alternative timeline. In a world as absolutely chaotic as WWE, calling future shots is nearly impossible. You could win Money in the Bank, you call your shot for a match down the line, and then get taken out by injury. Your best friend might turn on you right as you're about to claim tag team gold. The best laid plans, at least in WWE, often go astray. But in 2015, something swept through WWE that I know would have piqued my interest. After capturing the United States Championship from Rusev at WrestleMania 31, John Cena would hold the U.S. Open Challenge each week on Raw. Names like Sami Zayn, Big E, Rusev, Cody Rhodes, and Seth Rollins all answered the call and gave it their best shot. With the history shared between myself and John, you're nuts if you think I wouldn't have accepted that challenge. I'd have waited a couple months, maybe with a slight hope that Cena would start to feel the fatigue that comes with weekly title defenses. But once summer hit, that's when I'd start getting ready. Like, say, July 27th, 2015, when the music for John Cena's opponent hits. What if that night? What if CM Punk walked through that curtain? Would I take another championship from a shell-shocked Cena? Or would my name join the rest of those who failed to take him down? It's up to you, really. Can John Cena turn back another challenge? Or will CM Punk be crowned the new United States champion? Create the moment that you want to last forever.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE United States Championship.
Week after week, John Cena has stood in that ring, and defended his U.S. title against anyone brave enough to answer him.
From cocky young upstarts wanting their shot at the crown to the most grizzled veterans, John Cena has taken them all on and put them all down. You have to admire Cena for continuing this open challenge. He's elevated the US title by putting it on the line every Monday night.
And the way Cena has been able to adapt to whoever answers his call has also been so impressive to watch.
Let's not sugarcoat it, guys. Cena's ego is a big part of this open challenge. This is about pride, and sooner or later, someone's going to come snap him out of it.
It is a bit of a double-edged sword. Defending the title against some of the best has to be taking its toll on him.
You gotta be kidding me! CM Punk answering Cena's open challenge.
The roof has come off of this building. Cena looks like he's seen a ghost.
CM Punk is coming for the United States title.
CM Punk, a man that perhaps knows John Cena better than anyone else in the entire WWE.
You guys talk about Cena's open challenge elevating the United States Championship, but let's not forget that Punk has set the standard for what it means to be the best in the world. He takes every opportunity he can to prove it.
And that is what's so fascinating about this. Punk just doesn't want to beat Cena. He wants to remind everyone that when you mention the great champions, his name comes first.
If anyone can match John Cena's fighting spirit, it might just be CM Punk.
Yeah, and Punk isn't walking into this one blind either. He's faced Cena and beaten him on some of the biggest stages possible already.
And there's some added motivation for Punk here, guys. He is dead set on adding that title to his resume.
Introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk. And his opponent from West Newbury, Massachusetts, weighing in at 251 pounds, the WWE United States Champion, John Cena!
Cena defending the title against anyone, anytime, and tonight, it's CM Punk's time.
Week after week, Cena's US Open Challenge has been can't miss TV. But tonight is the biggest defense yet. CM Punk attempting to win his very first US title. It's really the only major title he's never held.
Well, with that in mind, it really does feel like there's even down for the pin. Not quite there yet.
And no more than a 1 count. He's still quite fresh. Catches the Hurricane Rana, pop on, and now uppercut.
CM Punk has accomplished so much in his career. ECW champion, Intercontinental champion, tag team champion, world champion. But he's never won the United States title. Guys, how much does CM Punk want this title tonight?
He craves the United States title, Cole. If you want to call yourself the best in the world, holding every title of note's a key indicator of the moniker. And you know Punk wants to add his name to the list of legends that have held the United States Championship over the last 3.5 decades.
But even a competitor, the level of CM Punk is subject to curses. We've often seen competitors who are one title shy of a Triple Crown or Grand Slam just get a mental block when it comes to getting the last title on the list. Punk might already be seeing this title filling that last spot on his mantle and thinking that far ahead against a competitor like John Cena is very dangerous.
This up high.
All the way to the outside. The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward.
Whoa.
The John Cena U.S. Open Challenge has already given so many opportunities to up-and-coming talent in WWE. Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, even Bad News Barrett.
All great competitors, no doubt, but none of those talents are on the level of CM Punk.
I'm right here, guys.
And CM Punk looking for support from the crowd.
Gets out of the ring. What's going to happen now? And slides back into the ring.
A show of absolute disrespect from the challenger. I don't know if you want to poke the bear like that. And from the example you just saw, there is no good landing to a brainbuster.
Putting him in the corner for something here.
What's he got in store? Cena with a face buster.
Punk dodges out in time.
Fires back with a knee across the midsection.
CM Punk rallying the crowd behind him. Punk looking dominant now.
Oh, what a clothesline after the knee to the face.
Gentlemen, it is always a treat to see CM Punk and John Cena face off in a championship match. The last 2 times that Punk challenged Cena for a title held by the franchise, they were 2 of the greatest matches in WWE history.
CM Punk versus John Cena at Money in the Bank 2011 and their rematch at SummerSlam were both classics and defined the careers of both men. We've had plenty more amazing matches between these 2 men since that night, but when it's Punk gunning for a title around Cena's waist, it's just magical.
Turn it around into a backdrop.
Just going to ask this. Why has it taken CM Punk so long to answer the US Open Challenge? Is Punk intimidated by Cena nowadays? Remember the last time these 2 stood face to face. Oh, perhaps he should have been paying more attention. The ref's count continues. He better hustle back into the ring. Cena's in harm's way.
Uh-oh. He counters with a great reversal. Oh, float over Russian leg sweep.
You cannot understate how much of a mental advantage Punk has in this one. The best in the world is known for a long time he was going to answer John Cena's call tonight. But Cena, he just found out a few minutes ago.
Punk having the mental advantage is always troublesome to an opponent, but I speak from experience when I say that no matter how much the deck is stacked against John Cena, he will find a way to overcome the odds. He's called Big Match John for a reason.
Time to go for, the reversal by Cena.
Back and forth, looking for the advantage here. for some support. And he's able to avoid that offense.
John Cena's been holding open challenges for nearly 4 months. Week in and week out, he's told the locker room, if you want...
Incoming!
Big collision on the splash.
Things are getting risky. This will not end well.
Nasty!
The hardest part of the ring.
A bone-rattling knee.
Cena's getting dominated.
Punk's technical prowess is proving hard to handle for Cena here.
Oh, that gets reversed on CM Punk. Guys, I've been doing this for almost 2 decades, and I've never seen a fighting champion quite like John Cena right now.
But you're right, Cole. Granting weekly title shots to mystery opponents is gutsy on a level even the greatest champions in history would shy away from.
And said great champions include CM Punk, who defended his world title at nearly every premium live event during his 434-day reign, with plenty of additional defenses on global television. You have to think part of the reason that Punk is doing this is to prove that his reign is still one of the best we've seen this decade.
Punk and Cena have to be digging.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen,
Boom! GTS.
can we have a new champ after that? Point of the knee used to great effect.
Back into the ring now. Headed out of the ring, but the count is looming. Hoisted up high here.
Oh, driven face first into the apron.
Great in-ring IQ on display there.
Punk is locked in on his opponent now.
Okay, he should really focus on the match now. We get the point.
Referee's count getting higher. Better make haste back to the ring.
Wow, incredible hurricanrana.
John Cena, sunset flip powerbomb. So many times, the men who answered the open challenge have faced this exact situation where Cena turns on the heat, and Punk is no different. Oh, what a response.
Nice running crossbody.
Oh, my!
Uh-oh.
Saved by a leg sweep there.
He's going to make some moves here or suffer the countout.
First drop. Powerful offense from Cena. Punk's US Open chances may be closing. Struck in the face mid-attack. Power driver.
Spiked him.
We all knew this was going to be a historic matchup, but this is beyond anyone's expectations.
I don't care who you're rooting for tonight. Cena and Punk have given us everything they've got here.
Knees up. Got the knees up just in time. He's able to counter that.
Ricocheting off the turnbuckle. Certainly felt all of that.
And driven down in a belly-to-back suplex.
John Cena avoids impact.
Float over neck breaker.
Picture perfect.
Another vicious attack to his head.
That's the kind of offense that could ruin your whole balance.
Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Yeah, you can just tell that Punk's outthinking Cena right now. Vicious.
And he manages to...
Cena ducks underneath. Couple.
Oh, couldn't close the deal on that rally. And I think we all know he only has one thing
scissors application. And now the elbows. Man, that's just nasty. Raining down elbows.
An uninterrupted surge against Cena here.
Punk's hard-hitting offense has Cena off balance.
Nice counter by Cena for the title.
And the glory.
The challenger stays alive.
Holding on. What is it going to take? How much longer can this go on?
Cena gets intercepted. Kick gets caught.
These two trading counters, an absolute masterclass.
Not targeting the arm.
Cinches in a head scissors. Oh, and vicious.
And CM Punk is in control.
A series of disabling maneuvers from Punk.
And knew what was coming there. He's finally able to get the reins on this one.
He's still in this, and he's making sure everyone knows that.
Everyone is on their feet in this building.
Absolutely showing the respect for all the exertion these athletes are putting each other through.
Side Russian leg sweep.
Oh, strong knee connects.
Using the sharp point of the elbow.
And Cena's starting to falter here.
John has to find an opening and respond.
Oh, a kick! Wow!
Getting out of harm's way.
Mongolian chop.
Oh, he had that scattered. Cena reversing the momentum.
Could be what Cena needed to ignite a rally.
Punk avoids the attack. Showing some extra scouting, knowing how to answer a counter with a counter of your own.
And you have to be in a lot of pain taking that many attacks to the core.
Yeah, but you really have to fight through it.
Oh, trying to make that arm useless here.
Overwhelming offense now from Punk.
Punk is proving hard to deal with. Oh, he's able to dodge that one in time.
Counter by CM Punk. And he found an opening.
CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Down with a GTS. Championship on the line. This could be it.
Ascending the ropes.
From the top rope.
Crash landing.
I don't care how tough you are. Hitting the floor from that height has got to hurt.
CM Punk with a quick movement. Uranagi connects. He's not done there. He's locked in the Anaconda vice grip.
Cena with nowhere to go. Is Cena going to tap out? He makes the choice to abandon the hold.
What's it going to take to win?
Uh-oh.
Stopping that offense with a swift elbow.
He hits him right in the midsection. Oh, God. Cena is unable to stop this string of offense.
You've got to wonder what this does to John Cena's confidence. Oof. Nicely done, managing to save themselves there.
Splat!
Cena able to ward that off.
These two showing how well they know each other.
This match could end any second now, or it could go all night. And this crowd is on their feet in anticipation either way.
Tossed back into the ring.
Staggering to his feet, but he won't like what's coming next. Opponent lifted up, jaw, meet knee, GTS connects.
That might have just sealed the deal on us having a new champ.
2. Kick out. I thought it was finished off for sure.
And this is what it means to be a champion. Any other mere mortal, that would have been the end of the line.
CM Punk thought that was enough. We thought that was enough, but somehow it didn't earn.
Punk about to take flight. Bullseye with the elbow.
And staying with it, into the cover.
2.
And new U.S. champion, CM Punk.
Here is
think this is the start of a whole new chapter for CM Punk. He is the new United States Champion.
Punk just outsmarted, outlasted, and outperformed Cena tonight.
Adding another classic encounter with John Cena is always the right call, and answering that U.S. Open challenge is something I know I would have done if I was around for it. I also know exactly what my plan would have been at the start of 2016. Now, as you may recall, it was at the Royal Rumble that year where AJ Styles finally made his WWE debut.
The phenomenal one is here! AJ Styles!
It's one of those moments where it felt like time stood still. Everyone trying to come to grips with the fact that, yes, AJ Styles is now in WWE. His arrival opened the door for a litany of dream matches. And in that time, he's made many of them happen, battling top names brave enough to step up to him. And you better believe that if I was here, I would have walked to the ring that very first Raw after the Royal Rumble, and I would have set down the challenge. CM Punk, AJ Styles, WrestleMania 32. AJ and I have traveled many of the same roads in our respective careers, but unfortunately, they never led us to having a proper one-on-one matchup in WWE. I respect AJ. He's another wrestler that made his name his way.
Since 1998, this man has competed all over the world. I earned the right to be here in the WWE.
Getting the chance to be his first WrestleMania opponent, it's too good to pass up. As usual, it's up to you. Do you want to prove to be the best? Or is being phenomenal more to your speed? They don't want none? Oh, believe me, I want it all.
CM Punk, the best in the world, ready to prove that he truly is the best. Moments away from facing off against the phenomenal AJ Styles on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania. Legends in WrestleMania. He's stolen the show. He's made history here. This is a familiar spot for CM Punk to be in. But AJ Styles, this is his first WrestleMania. His first time ever being on a stage this big. And Punk is well aware of that. No doubt Punk's counting on that fact.
Yes, but it's not for a lack of talent or preparedness on Styles' part. Punk's not going to underestimate Styles just because he hasn't been to the dance, because he knows that AJ Styles can pick up the choreography quicker than just about anyone.
This is huge.
Well, much like every person in this 100,000-plus crowd in hand, I have goosebumps like I've never felt before. This is going to be an all-time classic. And it may have taken years for AJ Styles to make it to WWE, but he is here now, competing on the biggest stage possible.
The biggest stage possible with the biggest bragging rights on the line. Who really is the best in the world?
From Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal one, AJ
soaking it all in, the magnitude of this moment, of this match.
AJ Styles finally where he's always belonged, on the grandest stage at this showcase of the Immortals. Gentlemen, prepare yourselves. We're about to witness a classic for the ages, courtesy of the phenomenal AJ Styles and the best in the world, CM Punk. These two have come so far, but they have always been destined to meet here.
And the time has come to finally answer the question of just who really is the best in the world. The phenomenal AJ Styles, the Second City Saint CM Punk, face-to-face in a WWE ring on the grandest stage of them all, WrestleMania.
Styles and Punk have traveled up and down the same roads, wrestled in the same high school gyms and armories, competed internationally, and honed their crafts to the point where they can both be called the best. But tonight, all roads have led them to this moment, where only one of these men can be called the winner.
Shoving him away.
I've been very fortunate to have faced off with both of these men earlier in their careers. I've spent time with each of them outside of the ring, and I can tell you that they both have a chip on their shoulder tonight. They're excited to be competing against one another for sure, but both men believe they should be in the main event of this show every year.
Given the immense in-ring talent, I can fully believe it, and I fully expect both men to earn a main event spot at some point in the future. But right now, CM Punk and AJ Styles will have to settle for stealing the show this year.
Set out pile driver. And that looked like a terrible landing. That might have caused some serious issues. We'll have to see what happens.
That holds back Styles' attack. We are so lucky to be seeing CM Punk and AJ Styles facing off tonight. They have done battle in the past, crossing paths multiple times in the independent scene in the early 2000s.
Look, I'd pay top dollar to see any version of these two men facing off in the ring, but back then, AJ Styles wasn't quite phenomenal. Punk had yet to become the best in the world.
Indeed, gentlemen, we are seeing the best versions of both men in this ring tonight.
Elbows to the face,
Right on the point of the elbow. Whatever you can do, I can do.
face first. Set up.
It's locked in, the Koji clutch.
AJ's in trouble. You think he's going to tap here? Trying to keep the hold on, but no, couldn't keep it locked in any longer.
Slips out of the way.
CM Punk and AJ Styles are both absolute geniuses when it comes to in-ring IQ. Both have great striking and submission skills as well. But the outlying categories will be what defines this match.
I'm with you 100% on that, Corey. AJ Styles has the edge when it comes to aerial attacks. CM Punk is the better brawler. Nice movement from Punk, and the Uranagi connects. And now, an Anaconda Vice locked in.
The hold is locked in. He's in real pain.
I don't know how long he can really last.
And he just decides to end the hold.
Wonder what he's thinking here.
Boom, one step ahead there. Bad spot for him to be in here, guys. CM Punk stopped that in its tracks. Big night for AJ Styles making his WrestleMania debut. Punk has been here quite a few times. We've seen Punk fight fair at WrestleMania, but just as often we'll see him cut corners.
Indeed, in the past we've seen Punk calling reinforcements against Rey Mysterio, using foreign weapons when attempting to end the Undertaker's streak. But tonight is a bit different. Punk has long wanted to prove that the best in the world is even better than phenomenal. And the only way to do that is by winning this match by the books.
And CM Punk is leaving no breathing room here.
And at this pace, Punk's not going to let Styles get his bearings anytime soon.
CM Punk headed to the top rope.
Up high! Meteoric impact on that splash. and averting damage there.
CM Punk has long considered himself an outcast. Most folks would have pegged him as a long shot to succeed in WWE. And once he arrived, he was never expected to be the main event competitor he is today.
You could say much the
Soaring. Whoa, cross body.
And now Styles is under immense pressure.
Yeah, see it?
From the top rope.
Off the mark.
Went for broke, and that expression ended up becoming literal.
Ouch. Ooh, nice Russian leg sweep. He's looking to go high risk from the top rope.
Perched up top. Diving knee drop.
AJ getting tossed out the hard way.
From the heavens.
You gotta be kidding me.
Wiping out the competition, but also possibly yourself. Sent awkwardly into the table.
Wielding the table like a weapon and causing chaos. And now we're getting an up-close and personal view of this fight.
Simple but effective technique to get out of there. Talk now being applied to that arm, but a good old... What's it going to take to end? Styles is waiting on that.
Pow! Things are going to plan for Styles thus far at his first WrestleMania. Piling on the attacks against Punk.
Just pounding away.
Bodies are bruised. Egos are hurt. Wills have been tested, and neither Punk nor Sky High. All the way to the outside.
Really risked it all there.
Very fortunate to hit the mark in that one.
Oh, what an axe handle.
And now thrown back into the ring. Setting course to the top turnbuckle.
Perched up top. Diving knee drop. He's rising to his feet in a perilous situation. CM Punk. Uh-oh.
Oh, he timed that counter well. Saw the opening and turned it into a jawbreaker.
Stopped them in their tracks with a kick to the gut.
Oh, we know what's coming here. Ladies and gentlemen, go to sleep. Is it the finishing touch Punk needs?
2 count. And Punk gets the big win over Styles.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
You can't deny that both Punk and Styles gave their all in this match. Truly, we just witnessed a match for the ages.
And while AJ was just as phenomenal as he claims to be, CM Punk put his foot down and made perfectly clear to both AJ and the entire WWE Universe that he truly is the best in the world.
An honest dream match for any era, and you made it happen. That's the power of Showcase. I've said it repeatedly that it's impossible for me to predict a hypothetical scenario with precision, but I have to believe that if I was here in 2019, I would have done anything to get into the front of the line to be Kurt Angle's final opponent at WrestleMania 35.
He has held every title imaginable. European champion, Intercontinental champion, 6-time world champion.
Not many people know this, but when I first joined the ECW brand in 2006, Kurt Angle was my goal. He'd found new life with the brand, leaning into the extreme side of things, mauling his opponents with a reinvigorated approach to the ground and pound offense. But those dreams would go unrealized with Kurt leaving WWE only about a month after my arrival. I could see it all in my head, though. Kurt comes out on Raw to announce that he'll be retiring at WrestleMania. With the crowd already shocked, Kurt goes to announce his opponent, only I wouldn't give him that chance. See, I really don't care who Kurt's chosen, because as I'd say to Kurt's face, I've chosen Kurt to be my opponent at WrestleMania 35. If Kurt wins, he gets to go out on top. But when I get the win, Kurt at least had the chance to go out on a shield against an opponent willing to push him to his limits. Kurt's retirement will happen one way or another, but it's up to you to decide who will be standing at the top of the winner's podium and who will have to settle for a silver medal when I collide with Kurt Angle at WrestleMania 35.
The man looking to end the career of Kurt Angle with a loss tonight, CM Punk. Punk has gladly accepted the opportunity to ruin Kurt's last night on the grandest stage of them all.
What better test for the best in the world than a man he idolizes? One of very few men to achieve the amateur wrestling Grand Slam, Kurt Angle.
You can tell Punk has been looking forward to this match. His chance to face Kurt Angle at WrestleMania.
Yeah, for years, CM Punk has dreamed of this moment. What a notch in Punk's belt a win here would be.
The only gold medalist in WWE history. The wrestling machine, Kurt Angle.
Competing in his final match after a 20-year Hall of Fame career, the only gold medalist in WWE history, Kurt Angle!
For the final time as an in-ring competitor, Kurt Angle makes his way to the ring. The WWE Universe showing the respect to this incredible athlete.
Kurt Angle performs at his highest level when the pressure is highest. Tonight, it couldn't get any higher.
Punk fully expects Kurt Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently, a little more intense than the Kurt Angle of old.
It was CM Punk who threw a challenge at Kurt Angle. Said he wanted to give Kurt the chance to see if he could take down the best in the world in Angle's final match. And what a better place to do it than at WrestleMania.
Yeah, how could Kurt resist? Angle and Punk have never met in a ring before, but they are known all over the world as two of the best. Now, at last, we get to find out who really is superior inside those ropes. Stalking from above.
From way up, double axe handle connects.
Triangle armbar, submission hold in. And this hold is getting tighter and tighter.
A pure battle of will.
Trying to get out of the submission. And does. does.
He takes hold. Belly-to-belly suplex.
Remember, this match came to be in quite a rude fashion. Angle is ready to choose his final opponent, and CM Punk stole that choice away from him. A classless act from someone who claims to have so much respect for the man.
Well, that's your perspective, Michael Cole. Watch out.
Oh, and that mistake could change the complexion of it.
Oh, what's coming here? Submission move being applied.
Incredible display of power with that move.
Desperately, swinging wildly, able to break the leg lock.
Spin kick to the midsection.
Sent for a ride with the monkey flip. Quick evasion from him there.
And Wade, long ago, there was an opportunity for these two men to have locked up, but the stars just never aligned.
That's correct. ECW is what you're talking about, Cole. A mid-2000s rebranding. CM Punk and Kurt Angle were positioned as the premier attractions. Punk being the young upstart with a groundswell of support behind him, and Angle being the
Takeoff!
Angle gets out of the way. Going for that power slam, denied.
Countered into an inverted DDT.
Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
And now he's going to the top rope.
From above.
From the top. Double axe handle connects.
And just like that, avoiding surefire disaster.
I talked to Punk earlier today, and he said he fully expects Angle to be a step quicker than he's been recently. A little more intense. The Kurt Angle of old.
Fitting American sports analogy here for an American hero. You gents, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like a legendary baseball player taking his final swings at the plate. He may not have much left, but he still may hit a home run.
Very true, Wade. You said that correctly. I'm very proud of the American that you've become.
And for Kurt Angle, you can't remain as great as you once were, but you can be great one more time.
He saw that one coming.
Oh, one step ahead of Angle. Despite what has transpired leading to tonight, there's a level of respect that CM Punk has for Kurt Angle. Punk might even have love for Angle, but Punk will not be sorry about beating Kurt in his final match.
There's all this talk about the storybook ending, the beautiful button on the career for Kurt Angle, a big win at WrestleMania. Think of what this would do for CM Punk. Think about what's driving Punk right now, to say that he is the man who beat Kurt Angle in Kurt's final match of his Hall of Fame career.
There would be nothing for CM Punk to apologize for tonight. He would just be ending all of Kurt's built-up pain.
Nice amateur takedown, all the way over. And that'll put an abrupt end to his little one-man show. Spiked him. Got to be agonizing for the arm.
Well, that'll do some serious damage.
Oh, God, that hurt. Measured kick to the vertebrae.
Turning the tables.
Trying to get vertical, but he has no idea he's in the line of fire.
Punk dodges out in time.
A clinic of counters being put on by these competitors. Launched with a suplex.
And he turned it around. Oh, look at this. Neck breaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
Oh, working on the arm.
Ooh. Able to parry that one.
Forearm smash. Headed up to the top turnbuckle. From the top.
could be over.
And look at how tight a grip this hold has.
The pain on his face tells you everything you need to know. And must submit, after all that punishment, he had no choice but tap out.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
This was one to remember, and certainly a victory CM Punk will never forget, forcing Kurt Angle to tap out to end his career with a loss here at the showcase of the Immortals.
A fitting end to an incredible career. Kurt leaves here a warrior who can hold his head high with pride. Angle gave so much to this industry, and we thank him for all he's done.
That is the goddamn exception to the rule. Right here.
Maybe it's only in an alternative timeline, but I'll take the advantage of any opportunity to share the ring with Kurt Angle, win or lose. And as far as what happens if I stay in WWE, there's one more match I'll always wish for. Working with him, even if it was only briefly when he joined the new Nexus, made it abundantly clear to me that he would accomplish anything if he ever committed himself to it. A return to NXT gave him that chance, and soon Bray Wyatt and the Wyatt family were the talk of the wrestling world. They arrived on the main roster, terrorizing any superstar that got in their way.
And Bray Wyatt calmly watches as his family members dismantle Punk.
That included me. And while I have a match at the 2013 Survivor Series that on paper says was against the Wyatt family, it didn't have Bray Wyatt in it. I never got to compete against him once he realized his potential. I would have loved to have The Fiend set his sights on me. The Fiend took wrestling places it had never been before by taking his opponents places they had never been before. If I had my way, I'd take on The Fiend at WrestleMania 37. And I'd look for solace in the one place that I know to be the great equalizer. Hell in a Cell. He was once in a lifetime. I'm thankful for the time we did have together. But until we meet again, we'll make it happen here in my showcase. CM Punk against The Fiend at WrestleMania. You can choose who you'll control. But once that door closes, there's no telling what will happen.
It all comes down to this: Hell in a Cell and WrestleMania. A demonic structure built with thousands of square feet of cold steel chain link. And tonight, it will be the battleground for CM Punk and The Fiend.
Being a WWE superstar, you find yourself in a lot of dangerous situations. But right now, I don't think anyone is in a more dangerous situation than CM Punk.
From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
For the first time ever, guys, CM Punk will enter Hell in a Cell at WrestleMania.
We've seen Punk inside the cell before, but this is something else. Facing The Fiend on the grandest stage of them all. I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. He has got to be a bundle of nerves.
Yeah, Corey, separately, Hell in a Cell, WrestleMania, and The Fiend are all daunting presences to prepare for. But together, this has to be nearly impossible.
Legends, champions, Hall of Famers, all of them have left their matches against him different. Some scarred, some broken, but none of them have ever been the same again. And here he comes, the Fiend, begging for you to let him in. Tonight he looks to drag CM Punk deep into the darkness inside hell in a cell.
I've said it before and I'll say it again. You don't fight the Fiend. You survive him. Every opponent that has ever crossed paths with the Fiend has been changed forever.
Just look at those eyes, or whatever is hiding behind that mask. There's just pure evil.
This has never been about winning or losing for the Fiend. This has always been about destruction. And tonight, his evil gaze is locked on CM Punk.
Or you could prepare for a wrestler. You could prepare for a fight. You cannot prepare for the Fiend. This being doesn't wrestle with logic. He doesn't wrestle with reason. He wrestles out of pure malice.
Not flinching at the steel structure, not blinking at the tens of thousands here in attendance. To the Fiend, this isn't a punishment. This is his paradise. CM Punk is about to be locked inside the Devil's playground with the Devil incarnate.
You can hit the Fiend with everything you got, and he'll just keep getting back up. He feeds off the pain, and for as good as Punk is, he may find himself a broken man before he even realizes what's hit him.
I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. Not only taking on the Fiend, but being locked inside the Hell in a Cell with that monster at the showcase of the Immortals.
His nerves have to be shot. As calculated as Punk is in the ring, there's no way he can possibly figure out what the Fiend is about to unleash on him.
He won't know where, when, or how it's coming. All he can be sure of is that it's gonna be brutal. Incredible power slam.
Well, according to my notes, CM Punk has in-ring experience against Bray Wyatt, but in reality, he's never seen this side of Bray.
Something else to note is that Punk's previous matches with Bray were tag team contests that included the rest of the Wyatt family.
Wow, so Punk's first ever singles match with Bray Wyatt is against the Fiend? I rarely bet against the best in the world, but this is a case where I just might.
Check out the springboard.
Connects off the springboard.
Hoping to end it early. CM Punk beats the Fiend.
My timing was off.
Here is your winner, CM Punk.
I can't imagine what's going through Punk's mind right now. Not only taking on The Fiend, but being locked inside the Hell in a Cell with that monster at the showcase of the Immortals.
His nerves have to be shot. As calculated as Punk is in the ring, there's no way he could possibly figure out what The Fiend is about to unleash on him.
He won't know where, when, or how it's coming. All he can be sure of is that it's gonna be brutal. Big power slam.
Just over a year ago, at WrestleMania 36, The Fiend competed in one of the most unorthodox matches in WrestleMania history, the Firefly Funhouse match. He took John Cena on a journey of mental anguish and brutal self-reflection before beating down the franchise and pinning him in the center of the ring. I don't think Cena will ever be the same if we ever see him again.
Should The Fiend look to repeat his masterclass of mind games, it'll be interesting to see how it works on Punk. On one hand, Punk can handle the most extreme mental warfare. But the Firefly Funhouse is where skeletons of a superstar's past are exhumed. Wyatt has plenty of history to pull from when it comes to CM Punk. If he can find the right parts of Punk's psyche to target, he may be able to once again decimate a surefire Hall of Famer on the grandest stage of them all.
Something that should not get lost in all of this chaos. Before he was The Fiend, before he was Bray Wyatt, the man under that mask was actually a follower of CM Punk.
Yeah, shortly before Bray Wyatt found his way, he was part of CM Punk's new nexus under a different name. You have to wonder if whatever's left of Bray's psyche under that mask still has some respect for Punk. If so, I wonder if the best in the world can somehow use that to gain a mental advantage.
The Fiend's onslaught continuing, making things very difficult for Punk. Uh-oh, Punk taking a look under the ring apron now.
Is that? Yeah! It's a bag, and I feel the whole WWE Universe knows what's in it. Both of these men have made careers by changing with the times. Punk has gone from indie darling to extremist to straight-edge cult leader to the best in the world.
No! Onto the thumbtacks!
You can see every single thumbtack stuck on the skin, stuck on the gear. There may be nothing worse.
Those are folding chairs, but they can also fold you in half.
No more Mr. Nice Guy. He's ready to put that chair to use.
CM Punk is in a distressing spot.
An absolutely punishing series from The Fiend. Punk is looking rocked.
Oh, didn't see that one coming. What's in the bag? What's in the bag?
He's spreading those thumbtacks around like the seeds of pain they are.
Now to the ring, to the confines of the chain link enclosure.
This is the only time anyone gets excited about garbage, when a steel trash can gets involved with a fight.
Both of these men have had cult-like followings in the WWE locker room, but tonight is pure. Not the thumbtacks!
Just had no way to avoid the tacks, and now said tacks have essentially become one with their body.
Shoving it down his throat.
Just tearing into all that flesh, turning into a human pincushion.
That could be Punk's demise.
Boom. Big boot. Absolutely crushing offense from The Fiend.
The Fiend is just teeing off on Punk right now. Both sides with an answer to every piece of offense.
Oh, God. Onto the thumbtacks.
Just decorated with all that sharp and painful glitter now. Death by 1,000 cuts.
Goes for the suplex. Power up high. Oh, but dropping behind and they taking out the knee.
Strong counter from Punk.
Getting put against the turnbuckles.
And what we've got here isn't necessarily legal, but it's incredibly effective.
And come on, was that really called for?
Taking the wind out with a stomp to the solar plexus.
Ooh, he fends that off.
What's he got in mind here?
Oh, no, not the thumbtacks.
Just immediately being stabbed by hundreds or thousands of tacks. I wouldn't even wish that on my worst enemies. A string of counters.
Uh-oh. And Punk gets countered there. Right into the thumbtacks.
That would have been painful without landing on those tacks. I think they're going to go into shock after that. All those thumbtacks, they are going to look like chopped meat after that.
Stabbed by hundreds or thousands of tacks. I wouldn't even wish that on my worst enemies.
Oh, he's shoving it down his throat.
Just tearing into all that flesh, turning into a human pincushion. The Fiend landed that perfectly.
Goes for the pin. He stays alive. He stays alive.
You cannot kill CM Punk. Somehow, some way, Punk will always find a way. Oh!
Those thumbtacks!
Just had no way to avoid the tacks. And now, said tacks have essentially become one with their body.
Placing him in the corner. Point of the elbow, nailed it. Momentum is running away from Punk.
Punk trying to withstand this surge.
Stomping every single part of his body.
And now, if this can get slapped on, Punk might not be able to tolerate the pain.
And he's tapping. He had to tap. He had no choice.
Here is your winner, the Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
We may be witnessing the end of days here. The Fiend's power is only growing now that he's added CM Punk to his list of victims.
Remember this moment, gentlemen. I think we just witnessed a landmark moment for the entire WWE.
I feel bad for Punk coming up short, but what on earth does this mean for the rest of us?
An honor to know him, to have worked with him, and to get one more chance to share the ring with him. Rest in power forever, Bray Wyatt. It's been quite the experience as the focal point of WWE 2K26 Showcase. We've revisited great wins, received a second chance at painful losses, created dream matches that I thought would forever elude me, and even attempted to provide a glimpse at what WWE would have looked like had I stayed. It's been a true privilege. Before we put a bow on it all, I'd like to ask Slingshot Technology for one final match. A match that lives as large as my biggest dreams. The opportunity to team with the best tag team partner in the world, my wife, AJ Lee. Three-time Divas champion, had WWE wrapped around her finger from the moment she arrived. Skilled in the ring and potent on the microphone.
The greatest Divas champion of all time. Me!
Remind you of anybody? She even dropped a pipe on of her own.
I have done more in 1 year than all of you have done in your entire collective careers.
A true revolutionary, AJ Lee deserves as much credit for the women's revolution and evolution as anyone, as she fought for every second of television time to lay the groundwork needed to push women's wrestling further than it had ever been before. And since she returned to WWE this past September,
AJ Lee! CM Punk's wife is here after a decade!
she's been helping remind everybody just how damn great she really is. Now, I'm sure there are people out there saying, but you've teamed with her before. And this is true. But that doesn't change the facts. And the facts are that anytime I get to team up with my wife, the it's always a dream come true. Across the ring from us, I can only see WWE's resident it couple, The Miz and Maurice. Miz and I have had our issues through the years. That's hardly a secret. But while we don't see eye to eye on many things, I still appreciate what him and his wife have accomplished in their careers. And it would be an honor to attempt to take the it couple label off them and put it on two people who have proven to move the needle, CM Punk and AJ Lee. So let's close this showcase out in style. You've done incredible work to get this far, and now we'll let you choose how it all comes to an end. Miz and Maurice will want to turn in a performance so awesome that it stops us in our tracks. But let's be real here. This world belongs to punks like me and the missus.
Here comes the best couple in the world.
From Chicago, Illinois, AJ Lee and CM Punk.
CM Punk and AJ Lee have both accomplished so much as individuals. Both have Hall of Fame credentials in WWE. Both have made their mark outside the business too, but the thing that means most to each of these competitors is standing right next to them. Punk and AJ are at their best together, and they're about to show the world exactly why.
He is the voice of the voiceless, and crazy is her superpower. Both of them are about to make a lot of noise tonight.
Punk and AJ have always felt like they were better than the likes of Miz and Maurice, especially when it comes to competing in WWE. Well, tonight's their chance to prove it.
Now for a real power couple in the form of the It Couple.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Maurice and The Miz.
And this is what it looks like to be truly in sync, to truly be as one, as a partnership, as a team, as a unit. The Miz and Maurice, 100% on the same page, which is more than we can say for CM Punk and AJ Lee.
Look, Punk and AJ may have less experience as a team, but you can't really buy that they're anything less than a cohesive unit. These two really can't get enough of each other, can they?
It's called being happily married. Miz and Maurice are clearly the gold standard when it comes to marital and in-ring bliss. A power couple and tag team truly deserving of the spotlight.
And this should be one hell of a tag team match. The brash CM Punk and AJ Lee taking on the cocky Miz and Maurice. Two teams, not just in this matchup, but in life as well, who couldn't be more different from one another.
It's that blue-collar, scratch-and-claw mentality versus the mentality of having the spotlight and only the finest things in life. Really, it's a tale as old as time.
CM Punk and AJ Lee truly don't like the Miz and Maurice, and believe me, the feeling is mutual. Now all four of these superstars have the chance to let those feelings out in a good old-fashioned tag team match play.
Punk has said on multiple occasions that he doesn't respect The Miz or how he got his start in WWE. I'm sure AJ Lee feels the same about Maurice.
Punk and Lee got into WWE the traditional way, by competing on the independent circuit for years and paying their dues, while Miz and Maurice took the reality route via Tough Enough and Diva Search, respectively.
Well, as a man who put in years of training but also won the first season of NXT, the truth of the matter is that a real WWE superstar will take any opportunity given to them to get their foot in the door. There's no shame whatsoever in how Miz and Maurice got here, and their success since is proof that it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And the It couple is going to finish strong tonight. Of that, I am sure.
And since this is standard tag team rules, the men can fight the women and vice versa. How does that change up the strategy in this one? How does AJ's strategy when facing The Miz differ from her strategy facing Maurice? Or all the other combinations we could see in this tag match?
Honestly, these are all four high-level championship-caliber superstars. They've all done their homework, and none of them are going to hold back, no matter who's standing across the ring from them.
You know what? I'm just going to say it. I believe CM Punk is jealous of The Miz.
Come on, Wade, jealous? Miz is a Grand Slam champion, sure, but Punk has accomplished even more in WWE.
We can compare resumes all day, Cole, but consider this. Everything Punk wanted to do, Miz did first. Miz joined the main roster first. Miz was the face of WWE first. Miz was doing the late-night talk show circuit first. Miz main evented WrestleMania first, and after tonight, Miz will have won their first intergender tag encounter.
In the corner, has to find a way out of there.
Boom, shot right to the gut.
AJ Lee recently making her WWE return after a decade away. She spent that time becoming a best-selling author, a TV and movie producer, and getting herself back in the proper mental state to compete again. Seems to have worked as she instantly reinserted herself into the main event scene.
That has to eat at Maurice a bit. Don't get me wrong, Maurice has had some major matches since her retirement, but the vast majority of them have been at the side of her husband. I wonder if we see Maurice put a bit more effort to take command of this match tonight to prove that she can get back to the top of the women's division all by herself.
Unhinged offense from Lee's arsenal. Making a hasty retreat to the outside. Some may consider this an act of cowardice, but I personally think it's strategic thinking. The list of accolades for Punk and AJ may be a smidge longer. Their in-ring skills may be a smidge higher. But there's one aspect of this that the It couple has over their opponents tonight, and it's the most vital one. Experience.
As much as it pains me to agree there, Wade, you're right. Miz and Maurice have stood in the ring against some of the top power couples in wrestling at some of the biggest PLEs in WWE history, including Royal Rumble and WrestleMania.
And for as long as Punk and AJ have known each other off-screen, they've only tagged together for a few brief matches on Raw. Training together is one thing, competing together is another. Punk and AJ are going to... Quick tag in the corner. Now some double-team offense incoming. From the top rope. Elbow drop. And unfortunately for the It couple, CM Punk and AJ Lee are completely in the driver's seat now.
He might have him.
Come on, ref. You're missing a... Why stop the count now? He must be out of his mind. He practically had the match won.
Slammed down hard. Fired hard into the corner. It crashes to the mat.
Solid bit of defense on his part there.
Not so fast. Hurricanrana.
CM Punk turning his attention to the WWE Universe now.
From way up, double axe handle connects. He's headed up high.
CM Punk from the top rope.
Flying elbow drop. Taking a chance one more time and landing with incredible impact.
Opponent lifted up. Jaw, meet knee. Go to sleep.
Dim the spotlight, roll the credits. Miz and Maurice are about to exit stage left. Ah, there it is. Punk and AJ get the win.
Here are your winners, AJ Lee and CM Punk.
In what may be one of the most emotional wins of their collective careers, CM Punk and AJ Lee proved themselves tonight. For Lee, she proved she deserves to be back on top of the women's division after a long hiatus. For Punk, he proved he's the true face of WWE. And even though his biggest battles were on his own, and Punk famously said that he's not here to make friends, this industry is what gave him what matters most, his family.
CM Punk has had so many knives put in his back, so many acrimonious splits. When it comes to those who ride for Punk, he will stand by their side every step of the way.
And there's nobody who stands closer to CM Punk than that woman, his wife, AJ Lee. For the man who calls himself the best in the world, that right there is his world.
For Corey Graves and Wade Barrett, I'm Michael Cole. Thank you for joining us tonight, everyone.
That was really fun. So next time I'll go back to my Rise stuff. They did a really good job with this one. I mean, I love the Bloodline one last year, but I think I like this one more. Thanks for watching.
Truly, truly fantastic. Facing a litany of all-time WWE greats, crossing through time and space itself, testing out new technology, we've experienced a showcase like no other and had a huge part in how it all ended up. How does it feel? What are you even talking into? I'm not holding a microphone, man. You gamers are weird, you know that?
Hey,
Classics never get old. Seriously, though, you should be proud of what you've accomplished here. Showcase built its name on ideals of honor and legacy and tradition and greatness, and I think I did them all justice here today. When we honor the past, when we keep the names of legends alive long after they're gone, we show respect to them for their own journeys. And here in the WWE 2K26 Showcase, I know we did things a little differently. Hell, there's some people out there that choose to do a full gauntlet instead of taking it one step at a time. Insanity, but that's the point. We only get one go, and if you don't do it as authentically as possible, if you don't do it your way, then why even bother? I built my entire career on that approach. Some love it, some don't, but you can't win them all. And if you try, you will drive yourself crazy. So always do what's in your heart. Always. Thank you for letting me do the whole 2K Showcase a little differently. Thank you for always having my back. And thank you for showing that a true underground kid can one day be the most mainstream success, as long as they stay true to themselves. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a dog waiting for me.
okay, for reals this time. Thanks for watching.